You're watching TVC Breakfast. People with Down syndrome are born with an extra chromosome that affects their mental and physical health, and many of those with this condition are stigmatized in the society.
But advocates are pushing for an end to all forms of stigmatization against them and for inclusion in society.
They have potentials. They love the good life. They do not like to be ignored. They also pour out love without limitations. That's the way to describe people with Down syndrome, which is a medical condition that arises when out of the 46 chromosome in the human cell, chromosome number 21 is present more than once in each cell. This causes facial distortion, slow cognitive ability and more that present as Down syndrome. The United Nations does not want people with Down syndrome discriminated against.
Where the children are secluded and not integrated because they have this Down syndrome. And the United Nations is saying that it's a day to create awareness, to let parents who have this kind of children, please bring them out, and let society, let everyone show them love.
It would be nice, for us to have more government intervention. As you know, that on the 23rd of January 2019, the president gave his assent to the disability bill. So we believe, that it will go a whole lot.
In Nigeria, parents with children with Down syndrome are stigmatized and accused of employing the use of evil powers against their children to put them in a condition that would diabolically bring them wealth. These parents do not like the accusation and the segregation of their children.
When I notice that people are want to berate him or look down on him, I tell them that it's not right. They are human beings, just like we are.
Today, if somebody has triplets, government will rush forward to assist. They have quadruplets, government will run for. But you have a disabled child, nobody comes to your aid.
I wouldn't want us to look down on them or castigate them to say that, like you don't want them around you or they are not, because you feel they are not normal. But trust me, they are very normal, they are very real, they are even better than us.
The United Nations General Assembly declared the World Down Syndrome Day in December 2011 to ensure that nations do not sideline people living with the condition for more benefits, progress, and development.
Joining us now is a mom, an early intervention enthusiast, and a Down syndrome advocate, Adetola Makinde. Good morning. Thank you for joining us on TVC Breakfast. Now, tell us the concept, or make us understand what Down syndrome really is about.
Well, Down syndrome is the presence of a portion or an extra copy of chromosome 21, and this is just what, this is kind of the makeup. It means that the person has like 47 chromosomes, while you and I have 46. So this depicts them, this predisposes them to those facial features you see with several health challenges, which of course you need to keep tabs on, and with early intervention, help them to develop.
When you say early intervention, what kind of intervention and how early can it be detected?
So when a child with Down syndrome is born, you see the features, then the diagnosis comes, the doctors give their worst case scenario. They'll tell you this child will not be able to walk, talk, or even achieve milestones. But the first thing you need to know is the cause of Down syndrome. There is no known cause. But you see the baby has the body all soft, and that is called hypotonia. So sometimes you see hypotonia could be very high, and the baby is all floppy. So sometimes they describe them as a rag doll. And if you don't hold the baby well, the baby could even roll off your hands as the mother.
But babies are not naturally, when they're born.
Yeah, this is quite different. When you see a baby with Down syndrome, you would understand what I'm trying to say. And at that point in time, we're dealing with low tone muscles. Sometimes we're dealing with heart diseases. We're dealing with enlarged adenoids. We're dealing with gastroesophageal reflux diseases. We're dealing with a whole lot of stuff. Sometimes we're dealing with ear infections. They need to see the ophthalmologist. So it's a whole lot of stuff.
And those comes early in the child's life.
Early intervention now is you want to run all those tests, thyroid function test and all of that, because we already have been told that this is what this condition could predispose them to health-wise. It doesn't mean they're not gonna have a good life, but it means that if you don't begin to attend, or investigate or screen for those tests, the child's life may be cut short, it may be truncated, and then you need all forms of therapy.
So why did you decide to take up this challenge?
Okay, I have a daughter with Down syndrome.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, she's 8 years old, and I know early intervention has been very beneficial for her. So when you talk of early intervention also, there's a way as when the baby is born that you need to wrap the baby, swaddle the baby, because when you say hypotonia, they're like this. So when you said the baby could be soft, but they are softer than, like I said, they are being described as a rag doll.
Yeah,
so when you throw it, those dolls that when you throw it, that's how they are, like that. But you looking may not know, but a mother would know that this my baby is different.
Yes.
The body is so soft. The baby would have milestone developmental delays. The baby would not sit on time, walk on time, talk on time. So those are the delays, and that is why early intervention is very important for you to address some of these delays.
Adetola Makinde, we'll definitely continue this conversation, but thank you for your time.
Thank you.